I'm here.
Much obliged.
strange. Perhaps if this forest is aware of it. This forest was one of the most beautiful places in all of Ebb. At least, that is what Odo said. Careful! More Vodianoi! come again! So, this is where they died. The last of the Legion. Look, that must be Hugh Montbaron. Your father. He shouldn't have been left here like this. He deserved better. They all did.
Be careful. You're in danger here. And not only from the creatures of the forest.
Anjali.
I must have met him.
I carried you out of the forest on the day of your birth. The same day the Legion died. Your life began at the foot of this tree. Tell me, quickly, what brings you to this place?
An old Legionnaire sent me to fight.
I met Odo once. Odo's dreams have brought him to this grove, but never by choice.
We were looking for the Grand Master's...
That ring is important, but it isn't what Odo thinks. It won't open a causeway. Building the causeways was an act of creation. That is the most ancient power of opening a causeway. I can give you that power, but you must promise never to come here.
Can you tell me?
At the heart of this forest is a seed. One that's been dormant for many long years. It is very, very old. Older than the whole forest is waking. You've got to leave.
Can we leave?
You will never find your way. Not now. The morn will... I'll send you back to the edge of the forest. Remember what you... The causeways are yours. Use them to rebuild your kingdom. And make your... I ask only this. Let no one set foot in this forest. Neither enemies...
Strange. The forest refuses to let us pass?
What are you talking about? We just kicked...
Now you are making sport of me. Odo tells me that I am an...
The giant tree. The dead Legionnaires?
It all sounds when I think about it, this whole forest feels familiar. I'm sorry. I'm Nate. and be judged. I've heard stories about the Causeway Gates, but I've never seen one before.
Asunai's blood. You look different somehow. Changed.
You found the tree, didn't you? And something more.
At the foot of the tree, I spoke to a boy.
Golden hair, piercing eyes. Stories of that boy go back to the first conclave. And
He gave me the power to open the causeways. In return,
no one at all. But why not? What does he fear?
you think the child fears something? Or someone?
He's not afraid for his own sake. He can be trying to keep us safe. Still, why forbid anyone from it?
So you've met the child?
No. Not...
No one's seen him in a long time. Not...
The boy did...
No, he never does. The boy, that's an auspicious form. Speaks of new beginnings, rebirth. Most Legionnaires see the warrior, but I saw the boy too. Wondered what it...
If I can open the causeway, we should...
He's right, Odo. We can think on the boy's...
When you reach the other side, you'll find yourself in a crypt, I think. Should be in the town graveyard. Head west, straight for the main square. Rajani is probably holed up inside the town hall. Take
Anything...
the Boyar. Lazar Bas...
Remember, we're the Legion. We will overcome.
What world was this, I wonder? And how did the Legion find their way here? This mausoleum belonged to the Gundrex, an old and unlucky family. Watch out! I won't let you fall.
Obliged.
You are finished!
What is the Dark Sister's name? Are you some ghost of a legion, here to avenge it?
I'm no ghost.
Will
Your confidence.
Oh, how can you hope to best us when the dead themselves? May the Dark Sister bless you!
Die and be judged. Rajani is close. I can feel her eyes upon us.
girl. I know her. Is this some kind of ruse?
Me? You're mistaken. We've never met.
Whatever illusions you've spun, you won't break my resolve. Not even with such a cruel trick. My lady charged me to stop you, and I will not fail.
We're not done yet.
Much obliged.
If you had run, you might have lived. Your legion will fall! Righteousness shall be your doom! Now I finish what my lady began. Suffer, reprobate! Righteousness shall be your doom! Suffer, reprobate! Your legion will fall! You'll not defeat me so easily! I need help! You will burn! I will not fail, my lady!
Thank you. I heard the commotion upstairs. That woman! She's not dead?
Rajani is beaten, but she isn't dead.
Well, we shall soon remedy that. How dare she march an army into Ravensrill and murder good sons of the Legion? I'll see her hang!
You're the only prisoner?
With Lascanzi walking the streets? No need. My people fear the Witchmen. They're the villains of every bedtime story. And most of those stories...
You're Lazarbus.
Boyar is an old and stuffy title.
We should get back.
Quite right.
The town is ours. They're fleeing into the woods in total disarray.
What about Rajani? You saw how she fights. She calls fire at will, and her eyes, they're like mine.
Who are you, girl? You look like someone I knew. You speak with her voice. But that woman is dead and gone.
Anjali is one of us.
My friend speaks the truth, Rajani. Whoever you think I...
Or perhaps you're a false prophet meant to lead me astray. If you fight for the...
The Legion's done nothing.
My lady has told me of the Legion's crimes.
Jane Cassinda, the old enemy.
And why should she not? You're traitors, kingslayers, murderers.
How can we be a threat to you?
She's an Archon! I know it sounds mad, but look at her. Just like this.
What are these
They were divine messengers. You see their pictures in books. Statues of them are supposed to bring luck.
Kingslayers? Murderers? What?
Lies. Stories that the old king was murdered, but that's how Jane Cassinda turned the people against us. She claimed...
They're not lies. My lady spoke the truth. But believe what you want.
We have to decide.
She attacked a defenseless town. Murdered your friends at the estate. Why are we...
Wait. Listen to her words. She's yielded. What if we set her free? Show Jane Cassinda that the Legion still has honor.
Tell Jane that the Legion remembers what she did. She will answer for every life she took.
You're mad to let me go. But I'll bring your words to my lady, exactly as you spoke them.
I agree with the armored wench. You are mad, both of you, stark and raving.
No. We planted a seed. Now we wait and see how it grows. Come. We should return to the chapter house and decide our next move.
I'm ready.
Against the might of the 10th Legion, even the Archon Rajani could not stand. Jane Cassinda's lieutenant was vanquished, her mercenaries' hold on the Rukenval broken. In times past, the Legion's judgment was merciful and fair, and you chose to spare her life. Who can say how an unexpected mercy might change an enemy's heart? As the folk of the Rill said about rebuilding, we prepared for our next move. Our old enemy was stronger than she had ever been, and she still plotted our demise. The Rukenval chapter house would not be our sanctuary, but a staging ground for what was to come. Martin tells me that Jane Cassinda was behind this. She acted fast. That means she's afraid.
Rajani was full of lies about the Legion. We set her free as a sign of goodwill. If we can make Jane see that she's wrong.
You're an idealist, Martin. Don't assume our enemies have honor.
Why is Jane...
The woman's a mystery. As far as we know, she was raised by the Asonite Church. An orphan maid. Must have been 18, 19 years old when the king died. She paraded through the streets of Bisselberg, claimed he'd been...
Was there any truth?
No. My father would never have died for the Legion if he'd believed Jane's lies.
Some legionnaires did believe. Bohemund of St. Ellis. They renounced the Legion, stood by while the rest of us were hunted and killed.
Why did anyone...
She was young, beautiful, full of passion. Spoke like she truly loved the king. Half the country was in love with her. A living saint, they called her. And people were jealous. We'd grown too rich and too fat. That was the Legion's.
So Jane turned the...
Jane had the church behind her. She raised mobs in the cities. Bisselberg first, and then Stonebridge, Glacier, everywhere else. In Stonebridge, the Legionnaires refused to fight, wouldn't raise their hands against the people, just stood there and died. Montbaron made his last stand here, in Rukenval. The people here stayed loyal, so you know how it ended.
And you were the only...
I don't die easy. And as far as I'm concerned, the war's still on, even if I'm the last soldier in the field. Until I put a knife.
Our numbers are too few. Can we find more men and women of Legion blood?
Might be a few left. Not enough to build. But if we spread the word that the Legion has returned, we can rally Jane's. We should start by reclaiming the Grand Chapter House. The old Legion...
Have you heard any...
If I had to guess, more smokestacks, more spinning machines, more metal men clanking through the streets.
So the Stonebridge chapter...
It's bigger, grander. They built it during our Golden Age after the heroes destroyed the Sec. We claim that chapter house, hang our banners out front, people will hear that the Legion's returned.
Are you sure that...
For the people of Stonebridge, it's their mark of shame. Reminds them how they betrayed the Legion.
How do we get to Stonebridge, then?
Stonebridge lies to the south and west, on the far side of the swamp. Lazar's people have repaired the bridge, so the road should be open again.
Martin and I...
We owe them. They've endured a great deal for our sake.
All right.
Jane Cassinda controls most of the land between here and Stonebridge.
Once you're inside the chapter house, look for...
You're the vanguard of the Legion.
Off to Stonebridge, I hear? Before the Lascanzi occupation depleted the town's stores. If we can... I know the Legion has done a great deal for us already, but Indeed. Ravensrill sees few travelers these days. With pilgrims would come merchants, and the town could fill its larders before the winter.
Tell me.
The hero... After the crypt was sealed, the pilgrims stopped coming. I believe that if we open it again, we can bring...
Why do you...
The doors of the monument are sealed by lead. They can only be opened. I understand you found both signet rings already. Excellent. Look for the two large statues outside the monument. I'll fetch Grigori. We'll need a scribe to document this historic event.
If you're looking to buy, just step on up to the wagon and have a... I'll give you a good price.
Something dangerous is here.